Welcome to Backseat Confessions Podcast. Slide into the backseat as we listen to mostly anonymous strangers tell us stories from their lives. I'm a rideshare driver in Atlanta, and the people getting in my car have absolutely no idea I'm going to ask them to share. My commitment to you is to tell at least a snippet of virtually every story recorded in my car in the order they were told to me. My hope is that you laugh, cringe, cry, but mostly connect to these amazing people. You may find a piece of your own story, or just feel more connected to the rest of us. Join us, won't you? So, hey, my new friend, this is an adult podcast. Themes and languages are definitely not suitable for everyone. Listener discretion is advised. Sitting bored with no place to go and nothing to do? Well, you've come to just the right place. This isn't a thrill ride at an amusement park, but it can get the juices going and keep you thinking and feeling as we go for a people ride together. And honestly, what is more interesting and compelling than listening to folks share what they have going on in their lives? So jump in. Let's go for that ride. Our first story has a heartbreaking center around suicide, but manages to stay somewhat hopeful nevertheless.
Story number 305. Saturday, June 12, 2021, 10:41 p.m.
A tragedy was speaking to me just because this time, I guess 5 years ago, is when the fourth person in my graduating senior class killed themselves. So right now it's just a sad time for me, but the fact that I've gotten to this point where I can share it and not get in tears is good. And it's made me just aware of mental health and remembering people a lot more.
Yeah, that is absolutely huge. So you said the fourth person here. So how large was your graduating class?
It was 300, almost 400 people. And the first one was December, and then the last one was in June. So just across that last semester. Wow. That's literally 1%, isn't it? Am I doing that wrong? I think that's 1%. I mean, you're probably better at math than me right now, but
no,
I believe you.
No, 1%. That's craziness. Tell me a little bit about just I don't know, just how you process through that, little bit about.
I don't like to show vulnerability, which is crazy. But no, I meant during that time in high school. So when it happened, I was more worried about helping other people cope through it. And so I would let myself cry when I wasn't around people.
Wow.
And I think that's changed a little bit. About 2 months ago, I just bawled my eyes out in front of them, and I don't like to do that. So I think it's just, I don't know, coping with hard stuff has become more apparent and visible in my life right now.
That's good. Yeah, I think I saw, it's weird, I saw this documentary once about men who were in prison for life, and this guy was doing he was helping do some sort of facilitating of a men's group or whatever it was, and he said this thing that changed my life. I quote it a lot, but when they start talking about really hard stuff, these are pretty badass guys that were in jail. Or prison. You're not supposed to cry. Period.
You're tough guys.
You're a tough guy. Well, and you can literally, people will beat you up if you cry. Nobody wants. So, anyways, in this place, it was a safe place to cry. And what would happen is, what I used to do is, if I started to cry, it got really emotional, I would hunch down and kind of withdraw into myself physically. Mm-hmm. And he said this thing, and I'm going to kind of say it like he did, so don't get freaked out. But he's like, "Hey, be a man and hold your chin up while you cry and look me in the eye." And I was like, whoa.
That's good, though.
It was amazing, and it changed my life.
Embrace it.
Yeah, man, and I've been doing it. If I want to cry, man, I keep my head up. I will look you right in the eye while I'm crying. And it's the hardest thing because your instinct is to shrink back, especially as a dude, to shrink back.
Right.
But as a woman, you need to like own it. Like,
yeah,
you guys
I would like kind of like
made-
make fun of myself when I cry. Like I would be like laughing and crying and be like, haha, like why am I doing this as I have tears stopping down my face? I'd be like, what's going on with me? Because I didn't want to like admit what was happening.
Yeah, and I think what happens if we bury it, it's going to come out some other way. So it'll come out through anger or cancer or some crazy. I mean,
something,
like the body
something.
is
all
weird.
about balance too. You like hide something exposes itself. It's just
right.
All about balance. Yeah.
It really is. Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing. I know it's a tough thing, but it's I've been hearing. I don't know if it's why, but like the last week or so, a lot of my stories have touched on mental health. And
which is a good thing, but also sad. But it's a good thing
super
that's
sad,
becoming
but it's
more
like,
discussed and talked about.
I know it's sad, but it's like real. So I had a guy last night who, had just kind of had been through his own struggle of coming to the edge and walking back, and then now he helps people.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm glad at least we're now talking about it, especially your guys' generation. I don't know what the fix is, but I know one of the things he told me before he got out of the car is he said, make sure when you're talking to people that they know they're not alone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was
always
right, and that was his big thing. Is he said every single person that he talks to in his fraternity that is suicidal believes they're the only person. And how dumb is that, right?
Because we're so good at faking it. We're so good at faking that we're like happy and like have no sense of negativity or sadness, but like everyone does to a degree. I know,
and if I can, this is not picking on you, but if I can just point it out, like even earlier when you were thinking of which story to tell, you're like, well, I don't want to tell the tragedy one, right? Because it's still programmed in us.
I was like, I don't want to talk about sadness, but it should be okay to talk about.
Yeah, we should be just as okay to talk about that as whatever crazy, wild, fun night you had. I mean, both are great stories, but like, why are we embarrassed about the talk?
Yeah,
why
can we tell each other about like drugs and how much we drink and the stupid things, but like we won't tell each other when we want to cry?
That's right. Yep. So
I get it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, please. How awesome. So sad to think about the 1% plus statistic for her class. It's also an odd thing to me that we have a cultural practice of apologizing when we feel emotional when talking with someone. I understand not being crazy about letting grief overcome you in a public place or when talking with someone you don't know super well. But apologizing for becoming emotional doesn't seem like a healthy thing, and so much of us in the society do that. Our next lady claims that this story is one of sexual embarrassment, but that is not at all how my brain processed it.
Story number 306. Saturday, June 12, 2021, 11:43 p.m.
I was 17, I want to say.
Yeah.
And one of my maybe a couple of sexual encounters.
Can you hold it just a little bit closer to your mouth, love?
Yep, got it.
Oh.
Don't hit me.
Yeah.
I'll hit you. Sorry, honey.
I had just got my nipples pierced.
Okay.
It's probably a couple of months.
Yep.
And I was doing a guy, I was on top of him, and he started to rub my nipples.
Oh.
Almost tear them a little bit. I was a little concerned. It's fine.
Right.
You know, we get done, we clean up, and I look at him, he goes, did you just, like, have your period on me? I was like,
God.
What? No, I didn't.
Oh, no.
And he looked down, and there was just blood all over him because he was twisting my nipples so hard that the period, not the period.
Yeah. The period that came out of your
nipple
nipples.
piercings were just bleeding all over him.
Yeah. Wow.
It was super embarrassing. It was horrible, but
I'm
get through it.
I'm glad you had the ability to think of embarrassing, because the idea of nipples pierced bleeding makes me that puts me in so much like sympathetic pain. I don't think I would have had room for embarrassment. I'd have just been in the corner sucking my thumb, rocking slowly, thinking about all my life decisions that had led to this moment of my nipples bleeding all over.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
Really?
You know, you're just into it. You're like, yeah, this is great.
Right.
Your nipples being twisted. Like, yes. Look down, there's blood just everywhere. It's like, oh my God, is that from me?
That's amazing. Well, and this is taking some wild guesses, but you seem like someone who might be somewhat comfortable with pain. Of course, I would have had no idea you have your nipples pierced, but you have stunning tattoos, and I do mean literally stunning. So, are you are you a little bit of a pain lady, or
yes,
is that okay?
I do like pain.
Okay,
yes.
so all right, so that was a fair guess. I figured I could venture out into those waters.
It was a good guess.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, I'm glad you survived the embarrassment of pierced nipples bleeding. You could, that, by the way, that would be like quite a picture, like in my mind's eye, the idea of like being covered, or like the drops of blood on somebody. That is like, that's sucks. A very like, I don't know really what to do with that mental image.
There's nothing to do with it, honestly. It just fucking sucks.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Oh no.
It's not the early age. Yeah. It's not great.
No, but you've clearly come out all right, so.
We'll see.
She's like, time will tell.
Time will tell.
That's right. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Miss T. Honestly, she must have the pain tolerance of a badger. I wouldn't have wasted my time being embarrassed if I was her. I would have been shrieking in pain. This story mostly just showed me that I'm a puss. Next is a story about some unpleasant interactions with the popo. Never a good time.
Story number 307. Sunday, June 13th, 2021, 12:28 a.m.
Just recently around January, I was arrested incorrectly.
Oh God, so sorry, man.
Basically, long story short, basically we was stopped. I was with a group of my friends. We all teenagers.
Okay.
Basically.
Yep.
So we all teenagers, and we all got stopped out in Cobb County. Yeah.
That's where I live.
Yeah, we all got stopped in Cobb County together. And this one night, we came from a friend's house. This one night, we was on the way to home.
Okay.
We got stopped by 4 police officers for a traffic stop.
Okay.
That's number 1 room. We got stopped by 4 police officers.
Okay.
And when, basically, we young, so we don't really know like all the laws,
Right.
So basically, they told all us to roll all our windows down, not knowing that we should have known that we don't all have to roll our windows down. Only the driver have to, because it's a traffic stop.
Correct. Exactly.
So they told all us to roll all our windows down, and so they come 4 car deep. Then they all get out the car and they all draw their guns on us while we inside the car.
Dang.
With all the with all the windows down or whatever.
Wow.
So basically they go right off the rip. Oh, I smell, what is called? What is it called?
Sorry,
when you could like smell something.
Oh, like probable cause.
Yeah, probable cause.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they smell marijuana.
So instantly,
Okay.
So instantly they say probable cause. We have a warrant to search this car or whatever, boom, boom, this, that, and the third.
Wow.
Already off the bat. No, hey, how you doing? No, none of that. Just,
Wow.
It's probably because we have a warrant to search a car, boom, boom.
And I don't know the law super well on this, but I thought that in Atlanta they had decriminalized small amounts of marijuana. Like it's not even, right?
But not in Cobb.
But not in Cobb.
That's the crazy part.
Oh man.
So yeah, so
Good
we
old
was out in
delightful
Cobb
Cobb.
or whatever.
Yep.
And then they stopped us, and then so they searched the car or whatever, boom, boom. They searched the car. So they did find a firearm in the car.
Oh.
So they ended up finding a firearm in the car. So these police officers, they talking real crazy once they got all us in handcuffs and all that.
Yeah.
They talking real crazy to us. They was like telling us like, oh, you this, that, and the third, calling us names and stuff. Y'all stupid. This, that, and the third, or whatever.
Wait. They're literally like insulting you
Yeah,
guys?
like literally, like they got us in the middle of the street on the ground. All three of us on the middle of the street on the ground.
Oh my god. Dude, I'm
they had all us
sorry.
Insulting us, really just talking down bad on us.
Can I ask you this, like, because I want to understand the situation. I'm not a big fan of how cops do their stuff. So but I just want to find out if trying to give them a little bit of leeway. Did you mouth off to them? Did you guys mouth off to them, or
no?
were
See, that's the crazy part. I'm a like I said earlier, I'm a introvert, so like I don't really talk like that.
Yes, sir.
So like, I didn't even say, even when they was insulting me, I ain't even have a word for them, and I think that was really making them mad. And I told my friends that too, like, don't say nothing back.
Exactly.
Because we have nothing to say to y'all. Y'all already found what y'all had to find.
Right.
There's nothing else to say now.
Right.
So,
by the way, quick little side note. Not talking to the cops is one of the smartest things you can do. Keep your mouth closed. The only thing you ever say is, "I need a lawyer." That's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I actually got a lawyer too. And
Good.
We gonna, I think we gonna try to sue them for the arrest.
Heck yeah, do it. I'm massively supportive of that.
Yeah, like it's real. Like it's really a deeper story into it. You know, like it's really go like, cause like how they stopped us. We got stopped for a tag light. You know what a tag light is?
I do. It's the little light on the back that illuminates the license plate. Yeah.
My friend, one of them worked and one of them didn't, but you could still see the whole license plate.
Yes, sir.
That's what we got stopped for, a tag light.
Oh gosh.
That's what they wrote on the description. That's what we got stopped for, a tag light.
Okay.
But you know, they just wanted to do that, cause that's why I say that, cause I told you we got stopped by like 4 cars.
Yes, sir.
So that was the initial plan, was to stop us, and we know it's teenagers in here. Oh, we can take advantage of this.
Yep.
We know what to do. Exactly. But I'm far from stupid though. So that's the crazy part, cause I really didn't want to get dragged into it, but I didn't know all my laws and all that, and I fell along with it with rolling down our windows, and then it went from there.
Yep.
Then they talked bad on me too. I ain't have my license at the time. I have my license now.
Yeah.
But I ain't have my my driving license at the time.
Yeah.
So my friend had his license, and then my other friend had his license. So when they finally got my ID, they say, "Oh, this stupid motherfucker don't even got his license yet."
Oh my God! They literally called you a stupid motherfucker.
Bro, I'm 18 years old, bro. I didn't know I had to have my license at damn 17.
You don't have to have your license.
I didn't know that. I did not know that.
No, I'm saying you do not have to have a license. You can have an ID.
Yeah.
And technically, if you're a driver in a car, you don't have to have anything.
I have to have my license.
No, you can have a 0 on you. Like oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that whole arrest, that was just real bad.
Man.
And I don't like how they did that. And I'm glad I shut my mouth and
yes, sir.
Didn't say what I had to say, because I really wanted to say a lot of stuff.
No. Yeah. Let your lawyer do all the talking, because trust me, if you talk a bunch of smack, then they'll just make it look like you're a little hoodlum.
Yeah.
Right? But if you keep your mouth closed and let your lawyer do the talking, you might actually win some money. And it's not even about that. It's bad policing needs to be stopped.
It's real corrupt. Like it's like some people. I know there's some people that still sitting behind the wall. Like I feel like I was that's how I felt like when I was in the whole time I was in there being arrested.
Yes, sir.
I felt like I was forced to be arrested. Like it wasn't like I did something bad.
Right.
It was I'm forced to go here.
And let me ask you this: so they find a gun in the car. Whose gun was it?
The gun was up under the seat.
Okay, so it was, but it wasn't yours.
No.
So what the hell?
But
do
we
they
all got charged for it.
How do you get it? What?
Yeah,
how does
we all
everybody
got
get
charged for it.
How is it everybody's gun? Do you guys all like pass it around and share it at night? Like,
No, it was up under the seat, and you good right here.
Okay, right here. Wow.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
Man, dude, I hope your lawyer takes them all the way. Cobb County truly has some douchebaggery cops. Like I said, not to get too deep into mine on the podcast, but I've had to deal with them, and they're not nice.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan. So, man, dude, I'm so sorry, and I'm glad you kept your wits about you. I'm glad you didn't say anything, and really and truly, I hope that you guys are able, because if you guys can make a difference by bringing about a lawsuit or something, maybe the next young man, and of course, you're a young black man, so this makes it even more like it perpetuates the stereotype of young black men getting picked on by cops, right? It's just it's a terrible.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy, dude. But hey, man, thank you for sharing your story, bro.
For sure.
Who knows what the cop side of the story is? But if our writer is pretty close to correct, I hope he got his charges dropped at the very least. But thankfully, he had the presence of mind to keep his mouth closed. This is where a lot of people get in trouble. They start talking back, and that rarely ends well if the police are arresting you. Our next lady shares about being in a foreign country as a college student and having something of an adventure.
Story number 308. Sunday, June 13th, 2021, 1:11 a.m.
My story is the time I got lost in the mountains of Italy and no one knew I was even in the country of Italy.
Oh my God, that's harrowing. Good Lord.
Oh yeah, it was so crazy.
Okay.
One time I flew to Italy and I was supposed to stay with some guy friends, just crashing their Airbnb.
Right.
And then they were like, oh, we're actually leaving a day early. So I was like, well, that is so fine. I'll get a bed and breakfast for myself.
Yeah.
And have like that little moment, in the mountains of Italy. It was on the Amalfi Coast where I was like,
oh, so
I'll just have
romantic.
I'll just have like me time. Like, ooh, I'm going to invest in myself.
Oh, it's so good. Self-love.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. So I flew into Naples one night. I realized I forgot to tell anyone my flight number. I was studying abroad during this time in Scotland. So I flew from,
so jealous.
I was actually in Budapest before Italy. So I was in Budapest, flew to Italy, told no one. So no one knew I was in Italy.
Oh my God.
And then all of a sudden, I take the shuttle down to the Amalfi Coast from Naples.
Yeah.
And my driver speaks no English. And he says, all of a sudden, get out of the cab, whatever,
right.
in Italian.
Right.
And I, had the directions pulled up to the place where I was staying, and it looked really far away from where he was literally kicking me out.
Oh, no.
And I was like, wait, are you just like kicking me out onto the side of the street? And of course he didn't speak any English whatsoever.
Right.
So as I said that, he was like, nah, 5 minuto. It's a 5 minuto. And I was like, I don't speak any Italian, but that sounds a lot like 5 minutes to me.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's just going to be a 5-minute walk. I showed him where I was staying, and that was when he was like, 5 minuto, whatever. And I was like, oh, great, it's a 5-minute walk. No. He meant a 5-minute taxi ride, perhaps, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out it was a 4-mile hike up the side of a mountain.
Oh my God.
In the middle of the night.
Oh, that's fantastic for a young.
Absolutely fantastic. I was wearing skinny jeans and sandals, so perfect mountain climbing
gear.
With this massive duffel bag on my back, and I start going up this mountain, and of course it turns out to be actually 4 miles.
Oh.
And a mile of it is just straight stairs.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're doing this probably thinking about all the life decisions that brought you to this point.
The one thing I'm thinking about is whenever I left America to go and study abroad, my brother was like, "You've seen Taken.
Oh no!
Don't whatever you do,
don't be the person
be
Taken.
Safe. Literally, be safe. Be safe. Oh my God, be safe.
Don't get kidnapped."
And I'm
girl.
like, on this dirt road alone. No one knows I'm even in this country.
Man.
And going up this dirt. I mean, you can hear cats fighting in the distance, and every few minutes or so, this creepy moped will come speeding by. And at that moment, I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And there was a mile of stairs. Like there was a stairwell up the side of this mountain that was a mile long.
Wow.
And I was like, I am so tired. It's midnight. I'm so upset. I have no idea where I am. No one knows where I am. I texted my friend and said, literally help. And then my phone died.
Oh,
yes.
no.
So I'm doing this all with a dead phone too.
And then your friend is probably now losing
and she's like,
her mind. Yeah.
What's happening? And in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be on the Wall Street Journal tomorrow.
Right. I'm
like the headline is going to be like,
reason.
Missing American girl, last text said literally help, you know? Like, and I'm like, oh my God. I like get to these stairs and it's a mile long. And I look around and I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this at all.
Right.
But then I realized in that moment, you know, my options are stop here and sleep in a ditch.
Right. And maybe die of like frostbite.
On the side of like this mountain in Italy.
Yeah.
Which is heinous.
Right.
Why would I do that? Or I could literally keep going up these stairs.
Right.
And so I keep going up these stairs.
Yeah.
Like I just was like, oh, there's literally no one coming to save me. No one knows I'm here in this entire country.
Yep.
I told my friend help, but like that was it. And she has absolutely no context.
Yeah, right.
Right? Like, I mean, really was not helping myself this day.
No.
And so then I was like, well, I guess I literally just have to walk up these stairs forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, as I walked up the stairs, my friends and I laugh about this to this day. This cat appeared, like out of nowhere. And I was like, oh my God, what a cute cat. I totally want to pet this cat. And it appeared like right as I was like, oh, I don't want to walk anymore.
Aww.
So I was like, oh my God, I'll just like totally pet this cat right now. And so I was going to pet the cat. And it like, as soon as I was about to pet it, it like started walking up 5 more steps.
Are you kidding me?
Shit, well, I guess I have to walk up 5 more steps because I want to pet this cat. Like now I've like decided I'm totally going to pet it. It's so cute.
So your guardian angel
and
showed up in the form of a cat.
I kept trying to pet it, and then it eventually like ran away. And my friends were like, oh, that's totally a figment of your imagination.
No,
and I was like,
I love
oh my
that,
God,
actually.
no way.
Yeah.
But so then I like made it to the top of this mountain eventually, like 2.5 hours later, and this Fiat pulls up, like the little Italian car. Like could not be more stereotypical if you tried.
Right.
And this man like hops out of the car and he's like, are you and I was like, literally, I don't even care who's asking anymore.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, take me.
Yeah, sure.
Anywhere.
And I was like, yeah, definitely. And he's like, my name is Giuseppe. I own the bed and breakfast you're going to. And I was like, oh, amazing.
Like, if you could have shown up like a couple hours ago, dude, that would have been incredible.
I was like, what are you talking? Like, like, I texted him a couple hours earlier being like, hey, this man from my shuttle, like, dropped me off. And I think I'm at the bottom of the mountain right now. And he's like, oh, you have to walk up a little bit or call a taxi. And I was like, well, I actually have like negative $24 in my bank account right now, so I don't think I can afford a taxi. Like, I called my dad the next day and was like, oh my God, Dad, like, you've got to help me.
It's all right.
But yeah, so I made it to the top and he's like, do you want to go back it down and get a pizza? I was like, no, Giuseppe. Like, you were so kind for asking, but the one thing I want to do right now is literally take a shower because I just hiked 4 miles in jeans with a duffel bag on my back. And all I want to do right now is probably take a shower and go to bed.
Yep.
And then the next day I woke up and it was actually Easter in Italy. And I was like, you know,
amazing.
in this bed and breakfast on the side of the mountain, like at the top of the mountain. And I was like, you know what? Jesus has risen, and so have I.
Oh, I love it. And I bet your spirit was like literally probably soaring at that point, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
and then, of course, Giuseppe was like, you're the only one here right now because everyone's at home for Easter. And I was like, cool. So I had like the continental breakfast all for myself. And I'm sure I burned so many calories. Not really, because I was so slow. But I was like, oh, I should treat myself. It's Easter.
It's Easter, and Jesus would want me to do this.
Yeah, Jesus would literally want me to do this.
Yeah.
Like, he was with me last night. I think he appeared as the cat.
He sent as the cat. No, he
was totally the cat.
That was at least your guardian angel sent as the cat, for sure.
100p.
Yeah, that's science.
Yeah, and all my friends are like, oh, that was definitely a figment of your imagination because I never actually got to like pet it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was unreal.
And you survived.
I literally survived. I mean, the entire time. I will survive. I mean, honestly, put it on the queue. Put it on the queue. Like,
I know.
I mean, all I was thinking about the entire time was my brother being like, be safe, be safe. And I was like, oh man, if he could see me now, like he would be very, very disappointed in me. Like, he definitely said that for a reason. And I said, I'll consider it.
Right. And then your mom, with the don't be a taken story, and you're just like all this going through your mind. Gosh.
Oh, and of course, like I didn't tell my mom I was in Italy. Like, it was crazy.
Right.
I only told my dad this story later, and he was like, that's so funny.
Yeah. You almost died. That's awesome.
Like in the way that dads do, you
right,
know?
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, that's hilarious. Don't tell your mom, by the way. Haha.
Right, and that's a real thing, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, there's stuff that, like,
100p.
you can tell me, but you cannot tell my wife because...
Yes.
Yeah, she'll then begin to, like, post stress over something that already happened
Yeah.
or
like she'll go
future
and tell
stress.
her friends, and then her friends will be like, you're crazy, you're reckless.
That's right.
And it's like, no, it's just a series of unfortunate events that turned out to be a hilarious story because
That's right. You and Lemony
we have a
Snicket.
sense of humor.
Right. So what would you say, like, in retrospect, not dying and having, getting to celebrate Easter on top of this mountain by yourself in Italy and all stuff, like, what's your big takeaway from the story, if you have one?
My big takeaway from this is plan a little better.
Okay.
Don't spend all of your money,
Okay.
or at least have like a reserve account. So when you call the taxi, they'll be like, yes, we will come get you. Instead of like, you have no money. We can't come get you.
Right.
And then also, like, when life gets tough, this is it. When life gets tough, like, literally just keep going. Like, the only way you will actually get through it is by going through it. Like, you can sleep in a ditch.
Yeah.
Or you can walk upstairs and literally be fine and wake up to the sound of, like, bells ringing across the coast and, like, the most gorgeous sunrise.
I feel like
above it
in
all.
the movie that you just kind of like wrote for me, I literally the part, like, I felt all the pain. I felt like all like the kind of like, oh my god, am I gonna make it? And then, but like my heart like soared with the music.
Yes.
When you're at the top of this mountain and the bells are ringing and you're eating all the continental breakfast that one little young American girl can
all the
eat.
croissants.
And by the way,
all the croissants.
yeah, those are good. Not as good as French croissants, but hey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful moment. So no, life and life is also about experiences and great stories.
Oh,
and this was both.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could change it, I don't think I would at all.
No.
I think I would totally go through it again.
Yeah, because there's probably things that you got out of it that you may not even be able to totally describe or put words to that are, just make your life richer.
When you're walking up a dirt road on the side of a mountain in Italy and no one knows where you are.
Yeah.
There's, it's a complete, like, your entire sense, like, all your senses are just totally...
Yes.
It's insane.
And I would
so
say there's
wild.
also, there's probably a visceral sense of being alive, too, right? Because
Yes.
when you get close to death, I know, and I've been close to death, that's been the thing is, like, you don't appreciate life 99% of the time because you're just going through the motions, you're not thinking about being alive. But then when you become, face to face with your mortality, it's like, oh my God. I'm really grateful I'm alive.
sleeping in the bed that night, I was just
right,
like, this
exactly.
is amazing.
Yeah,
How am
this
I
is the
even
best
here?
bed ever.
I mean, normally I'd probably just fall asleep and be like, whatever, I'm alone. This sucks. But
Right.
I was like, I'm alone in a bed. This is amazing.
This is the best thing
I can't
ever.
believe I'm actually here right now.
Right.
Like, this is fantastic.
I love it.
So,
well,
it was a
girl,
really
you
good
are
time.
absolutely amazing, Miss Bell. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was so fun.
I love it. I do deeply resonate with her advice to just keep going. In life, when we are in the middle of something hard, it can be so tempting to just give up sometimes. And if we do, then we don't get to experience that top of the mountain sunrise. Also, really loved her energy and storytelling humor. For all of us, our upbringing and early life shape how we live and view the world.
Story number 309. Sunday, June 13th, 2021, 2:26 a.m.
Like, growing up with a single mom, even though, like, she's been married a couple times, because my mom's been married, like, 4 times, but regardless, I've seen her as a single mom because, as she call it, she's never had good luck with men. So it's like growing up with a single mom, and that's just, like, that was hard.
Yeah.
Because there was times where, like, there was, like, she would make excuses why I couldn't have certain things.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what made me who I am now.
Describe yourself now. Tell me,
I feel like growing up, like, I wasn't as privileged, and I consider myself, like, bougie now.
You're bougie now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel like the bouginess comes from almost like a response to like growing up poor and not having as much, and now you're sort of pushing back against that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's like I couldn't have it then, so
Right.
it's like God is giving it to me now.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, oh, I wasn't blessed, because I was blessed. I was very blessed, especially coming from a family where I come from, because my mom migrated from Mexico.
Yeah.
And I was born in Mexico. So
wow.
I came from Mexico, and I'm like, I'm not perfect in Spanish, so I'm like not even the first generation because I wasn't born here.
Right.
But I'm technically like considered in my family the first generation.
That makes sense.
Because I'm like Americanized compared to everyone else in my family.
Right.
So it's like I'm like the first generation in their eyes.
Yeah.
But technically I'm not the first generation.
Right.
So like irregardless, they look at me like, oh my gosh, like, okay, like you're this, you're that, you're so bougie.
Yeah.
Compared to how you would have grown up, and it's like.
Yeah, because you would have grown up probably
very bad.
Yeah.
Especially where I'm from, it's up the border, so it's like near Tijuana.
Oh,
so it's like, you know, when you say Tijuana, it's like a lot of like, oh, it's not good, it's not nice.
Right.
So
what are some of the things that you like that make you bougie? Like what are those things that are your I don't know, your go-tos? Okay. So tell me, to describe, like, I don't know. So tell me, what is your lifestyle like?
Compared to how my lifestyle was, how it is now compared to how it was, like.
No, I'm saying describe your lifestyle now.
I get whatever I want. I'm happy.
Yeah.
There's no reason to be sad.
That's ultimately, I mean.
And it's like when you get whatever you want and you didn't grow up with getting a yes.
Yeah.
That's a battle with people who like grew up with yes.
Yeah.
And.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by that? What do you mean what do you mean it's a battle with people that are used to getting yes?
Because people can be so privileged and they're not thankful for what they have.
Right. That's 100%. You're right. No, if you grow up with privilege, of course you don't know that you have privilege, so you're not grateful for it. I 100%. So you feel like because you came from a poorer place, you actually really are grateful for what you have.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, most definitely.
And you said you live in Nashville, which is an amazing city. I love Nashville. How is Atlanta treating you so far?
Nice.
Awesome.
Nice. It's really nice, but it's like I'm new here, so when you're a tourist, you have to be careful.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, you're right. Atlanta is a little grittier probably than Nashville.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah, but it's a really amazing, and Atlanta is an amazing place. So, well, welcome to Atlanta. I hope you have nothing but the best time.
Thank you.
It's funny because I think of bougie and entitled as being at least related. But it was cool to hear her talk about privileged people not being grateful, but still calling herself bougie with gratitude. Interesting. Everyone has stories from work, and being security at a hotel is no different.
Story number 310. Tuesday, June 15th, 2021, 11:23 p.m.
So my story would be about a room that I had to deal with. The couple, they were a little confusing at first.
And just for the audience's sake, because they know nothing, tell us a little bit about what you do. You have to say exactly where you work for. But
Okay, so just security for a hotel.
Security for a hotel. Okay, got it. So you have a room and
So the first time I meet the room, it was about a noise complaint. So
Gotcha.
I go up to the room to, try and, tell them to tone down. They had the weirdest way of coming to the door, I guess, to answer. And when I knocked on it, they just knocked back.
What?
They just knocked back on the door as they're like blaring music and whatever. So
oh my God. So they're like high as a kite, most likely, then.
Something like that. That's what I assume.
Yeah.
But once I get them to finally open up, they had turned the music off and they say, "What's up?" I said, "Sir, I was coming to your door to tell you to turn the music down that was coming from your room.
Yeah.
And that the hotel was giving you your first warning on a noise complaint."
Right.
Simple.
Yeah.
And he comes back with, we weren't playing music. Are you sure it was our room? I said, yes.
Oh my God.
So I say, yes, it is your room. I can hear it coming through your door. That is why I came to your room.
Oh my God.
I mean, and he's going on about how he was just coming out of the shower, going like, well, how could it be my room? I mean, I just got to the door. I was like, sir, you just knocked back as I knocked on your door.
Oh my
and
God.
laughed. Like, I heard him laugh through the door.
Yeah.
So this guy, he's trying to keep going back and forth with me. So I deaded it by just saying, sir, if you continue with the noise, your room is in danger of being evicted.
Right.
So that's how it is at the hotel. You get two warnings and then an eviction.
Oh, so it's not even 3 and you're out. It's not a 3. It's a 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's 2 strikes and you're out.
Fair.
So that happened at around 7 o'clock. At around 12, female comes downstairs of the same room, talking about
how do you know it's the same room? Did you see her when you went?
I didn't see her.
Okay.
But I know because after I started talking to her, the man that I was talking to from that room came down. So they were together.
Got it.
So she was talking about how she couldn't get in her room because she thought somebody had locked themselves in there. Like, so a random stranger had gotten into their room.
Oh.
So she was panicking. She didn't know what to do. She was like, can somebody get me into the door? We had somebody that could get her in, but she was in such a panic state. She was not listening. She was just constantly talking.
Yeah.
I said, ma'am, you have to calm down. We're going to handle the situation.
Yeah.
And she just did not want to listen. She was just going on and on. So after I let her talk for a long time, the dude came downstairs and he saw me. He said, "This motherfucker ain't gonna help me. He ain't gonna help us. He talking shit and going off because he thinks I'm bad. He came to our room earlier talking all this shit."
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Like, what?
So I'm looking around like, I'm not here to be against. I'm not here against anybody.
Yeah.
Literally, my job is just to enforce the rules. As literally any, type of security.
Right.
Law enforcement. You're just there.
And
to
you're
enforce.
such a reasonable guy too.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not at all aggressive.
I was never aggressive
dude.
until he wanted to try to play me as a fool.
Right. Yeah.
So.
And by the way, I don't know where you're going with the story, but these two are clearly high as kites and tripping out of their mind.
You think that's what the case was, but they only had a slight scent of alcohol in the breath.
Okay.
So it didn't seem like they were too intoxicated.
No. I'm talking drugs. Like
or drugs. I mean, they could have taken like a pill or something.
Yeah.
But the female, I think, had some sort of like bipolar disorder.
Oh, okay, a mental. Well, and that can sometimes it's hard to tell between somebody having a mental breakdown and drugs. That's a good point. Okay,
that is
fair.
true. So in her state, she seemed like she was having a mental breakdown.
Okay, fair.
And after the constant her mental breakdown, she immediately snapped into an anger. Like, she started cussing at me, the front desk agent. The front desk agent started getting angry, started cussing back. And so this argument perpetuated for about an hour.
What?
Until they walked outside and kind of just left.
Oh my God.
So we got confused because while they were leaving, they didn't have any of their things.
Right.
They started arguing at each other.
Oh God.
So when they left, we thought it was just, okay, maybe they'll come back and calm down.
Yeah.
No, they just came back, same energy.
Oh my
God. I got confused. So we're currently trying to get the police, Atlantic Station Security, to come to the building.
Right.
To, help us out.
Right.
I get, my other security guard. He comes in. He's trying to see what the situation is.
Yeah.
The female thinks he is a cop. He is not a police officer.
Right.
And the first thing he spots is the dude being aggressive to the front desk agent.
Yep.
So he comes to him and tells him he needs to calm down.
Yep.
The man thinks he is a police officer as well, starts calming down. He's like, "Sir, we can't get into our room. They're not trying to help us get into our room after we've clearly stated multiple times we can get in the room."
Right.
Up until he gets angry at him too, starts trying to cuss him out.
Oh.
It gets to the point where they try to fight the front desk agent.
Oh my God.
And so we're blocking off the area where there's a little area there you can walk around the desk.
Yeah.
So we're blocking that from them actually entering.
Yeah.
They try to reach over the desk to fight it.
No.
And at that point we had to pepper spray them.
Good. Yeah.
So when we hit them with the OC, the spray, it is supposed to be like police grade pepper spray, so this stuff hurts.
Yeah, man.
So as soon as that happened, the immediate reactions of them, I guess you could say they were just high. At that point, they had a lot of adrenaline going through them.
Yeah. Because
the effect of this pepper spray is to put somebody down. It is 5.3 Scoville units. Most people know it. It's Fox 5.3.
Okay.
It is for self-defense purpose only. You're not supposed to use it otherwise.
Yes.
It did not hit him until about 10 minutes later.
Wait, what?
10 minutes later, and then they actually started feeling how hard it was. So I don't know what adrenaline they were on.
Oh my God.
But they were on something crazy.
Yeah. I mean, unless they were both simultaneously having a mental break, which seems unlikely. I mean, I know you hear PCP, of course, one of the old school drugs, but there's so many other hallucinogenic, trippy drugs. That's the only. Okay, so if it had just been one of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm down for the break with the I mean, I've dealt with people like that too, where they just are having a complete mental breakdown, and it really does look like they're just having a trip. But come on, both of them at once. That's got to be they took something.
That too.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention this way earlier, but
yeah.
Earlier on, when we were trying to get the police, we went to a back area that's staff only.
Yeah.
The man did come behind the staff only area, and he got really close to the front desk agent.
Oh wow.
So she was terrified because he's not supposed to be back there. Nobody's supposed to be back there. To deal with a situation, if there's a man that is aggressive that comes behind the staff area or front desk, is an immediate pepper spray.
I'm with you. Yeah, especially if it's a female.
We don't know what their intentions are. If they're aggressive, we immediately have to stop them.
You got to protect her, absolutely, as you should.
During this time, she was able to get him off. Dude immediately flinched back away from the front desk. I kept him off, away from the staff areas, away from the front desk as much as I can.
Yeah.
Because at that point, I didn't know he was back there until she screamed. Because I came back, I saw him dart away. And once he had already left the front desk area, he's out of that zone of where I could have pepper sprayed him then.
Yeah.
But it was I don't know what mindset they were on, because this all happened over a locked door.
Wow.
If you think about it, it all happened over a locked door.
Which clearly
they got pepper
is not
sprayed
the issue.
When the police and paramedics got there to clean their eyes.
Right.
The female didn't even get her eyes cleaned.
What?
Because she was so angry, she got mad at the paramedics.
Yeah.
Because they weren't locking us up for threatening and spraying them. And to the point where she was cussing out the paramedics, and they said we can't do anything. She won't sit still. She won't stop.
Yeah, there you go.
So she was sitting there with a burning eye because we were only able to hit, because she was able to look away in time to hit it. So it only hit her left eye.
Wow.
And so she was just sitting there with a burning eye.
Oh my God.
Just not feeling it at all.
Wow.
So the dude, he had contacts in. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure those got destroyed when we pepper sprayed them.
Right.
So Dude, when he finally calmed down, he's screaming, my eyes are burning, they feel like they're melting in my face. Like, because this stuff does really hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I don't, but sometimes you just need the stuff that hurts.
Yeah, man.
So, police show up, paramedics show up, police ask what happened, they get both sides of the story.
Yeah.
They see that they were they were just outrageous, they were crazy.
Which is very good for you guys that they're still tripping out of their mind and being crazy.
It seemed that way, but they never, there was no reasoning in whatever they were saying. It was just mostly like, we couldn't help them, even though we had ways to help them. Like,
no, I'm saying, though, it's good that they were being still that irrational when the police got there, so the police knew that you guys weren't just somehow randomly picking on, which would be insane, but whatever, like randomly picking on them for no good reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, the front desk lady filed charges.
Good.
So, yeah, she did feel like her life was being threatened.
Good.
I mean, I don't know what extent they would have done because of the mindset of what they would have done to her. So, sure. I agree. Yeah. They stayed in jail. It happened on a Saturday. They stayed until Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, and their stay was only like 2 days at the hotel.
Wow. So wow. Yeah, and who knows? You know what's crazy is I know a kid who bought weed illegally, and then it was laced with something, and that kid lost his mind for days, and at one point was literally threatening people and trying to fight people. He thought he was like a god. It was crazy, and I can't remember what it was laced with, like I don't know if it was bath salts or what the heck it was. And so he eventually had to go to a psych ward. And then the sad part is when he would get out of the psych ward, he'd go back to his weed stash to like chill out, thinking that it was going to calm him down, and he'd smoke more of it. And so he looped through their place like 3 times and did some really crazy stuff. So they finally figured out that he had bad weed. So you just never know, like people, if I know in Atlanta, I can't wait for weed to be freaking legalized, but for right now it's technically still legal, so you just, you never know. They might have come in town just be trying to chill out
all the time, but it's, most of the time, all the time, if you're smoking weed at the hotel, it's immediate put out.
Yeah, as it should be, because it stinks. It just,
It's not even that it stinks, it's the odor, it stays.
That's what I'm saying.
It is pungent and it sticks.
I know.
It stays.
Yeah, and that's what I mean by it stinks. It's not just like, oh, it stinks, and it's not like a fart and it's gone. It's like, this is serious. Yeah, no, I know. And I've been in hotels before when people are smoking in the next door, and it smells like someone's blowing it up your nose.
Yeah.
It's intense.
The situation ended with them staying those 5 days in jail, the sister having to come in. I love the mother's reaction, because the mother's reaction to the gentleman that was there, who cussing me out and cussing the front desk out, is the mother was like, he was a good kid, he would have never done something like this. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Sure. Yeah. No, we all got together and made this up.
We made this up. We pepper sprayed him because we wanted to, and we jailed him because that's how the system works.
Right, for sure. Perfect logic.
Any person that acts just outrageous the way he did or the way the female did, they're perfect pairing for what they were doing.
Right.
So,
right. You can. That's kind of an interesting case study where you see permissive parent equals kid who doesn't know boundaries. So,
but he wasn't even like a kid too. Like he was early 30s.
Okay, all right.
Early 30s. Female looked to be late 20s.
Yeah.
So. It did not seem like, they could have, I don't know what, it might have been a drug or something. The female, I do believe, had some sort of mental disorder.
Okay, yeah.
But that whole night, just over a locked door, you got pepper sprayed because you panicked and feared that somebody was in your door. But the lock bolt does lock.
Yeah.
If you press on it while moving outside.
Yeah.
And as the door closes, it'll just latch. So
Yeah.
we have a way to unlock the door because of that.
Right.
It doesn't happen too often.
Right.
But I'm just like, that's something else.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, and thankfully, the lady behind the desk and then you guys ended up relatively unscathed, even though it sounds like she was terrified out of her mind. Thank God. Nothing worse happened other than just like a near heart attack.
Yeah.
Gosh. What a job. Yeah. I do not envy you. I think people get so irate if you go and knock on their door and they're quote unquote on vacation and spent money. And
oh yeah, that is something he was very upset about. The rate there was high because I think it was a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
And usually holiday weekends the hotel can go from like $500 to $1,000.
Yeah.
$500 to $1,000 a night.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, gosh, yeah, and then they're all angry, like, we should be getting the best service ever.
Yes.
And you're like, not if you act like an idiot.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much for your story, Mr. M. What a journey.
Yes, I have plenty more where that came from, but
I believe you.
That is one of my favorite stories because that was one of the most irate things I've had to deal with so far. Yeah.
Well, you've got a good demeanor. You're obviously kind and just a decent guy, and that's always like if you're going to be in some kind of security or law enforcement, we need more people like you.
Yeah,
so
something I have to mention is never put your emotions too much into it. You always have to think rationally.
Yeah.
Thinking with your emotions kind of tilts that.
Yes.
What it's meant to, what is supposed right and what is wrong. You have to think about the situation.
That's right. That's awesome. Especially in a position like yours where the people on the other side can be all up in their feels and you just have to, you can't go there because you just don't have that room to do that.
And I'm pretty sure it has messed a lot of people up in this line. So
I can see that. Yeah, because if you're a super emotional person and you start getting into it with people who are crazy, then your energy is gonna match theirs, and now you're swirling in the crazy pit.
Look, I have a story like that, but I'll save it for another time.
That's awesome, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
My bet is still on that these delightful people were on some of those good drugs. This guy has the perfect temperament for dealing with all the crazy, though. Very calm and level-headed. And he's right. Letting your emotions run away from you in a tense situation won't ever benefit you. Sometimes there are themes that magically appear in the random stories, but today was a true grab bag. From mental health, to bloody nipple sex, to crazy people at the hotel, just a nice assortment of human experiences. So as we glide back to our casas, I hope that you take a while to reflect on these shared stories. Like the young lady in Italy said, just keep going. You truly never know where the adventure is going to take you. Blessings, my friends. This is what happens when you are a rideshare driver in Atlanta and ask people for their stories. These weren't handpicked people with great stories. They just happened to get in my car and be gracious enough to share with all of us. And who knows, maybe someday you'll be in Atlanta and need to grab a rideshare and end up telling the rest of us the next great story on BCP. I'd actually encourage you to, every so often, just ask a stranger to share a story from their life. You never know what you might learn. I believe that our stories are powerful. They can make you laugh, cringe, cry, or even get you to think or feel differently. Our stories can truly make this world a little bit better place. So please subscribe, rate, and listen to this podcast and share it with as many adults as possible. It would mean so much to me. First and foremost, I want to thank the incredible writers who trusted me with your stories. You're my heroes. Thanks also to all the people in the background who have believed in this project/dream. All of the music on this podcast was found on pixabay.com, and it was free, which is an amazing gift when you're starting a podcast on a shoestring budget.